सच्ची प्रीत तुझे से बाकी प्रीत झूठी, मन की सच्ची प्रीत तुझे से बाकी प्रीत झूठी। दुनिया से मन जब हारा तू ही तब बना सहारा, सारी दुनिया रूठी। सच्चा एक नाम है तेरा बाकी दुनिया झूठी, सच्चा एक नाम है तेरा बाकी दुनिया झूठी। के अंधियारे में जोत है जलाई, तेरे ज्ञान किरणों से ही रोशनी है आई। बंजर मन की धरती पर रिमझिम है छाई, सूखे थे मन की बगिया फिर से खिल आई, फिर से खिल आई। मन से मन की तुमने बाबा बांधी डोर टूटी, मन की सच्ची प्रीत तुझे से बाकी प्रीत झूठी, मन की सच्ची प्रीत तुझे से बाकी प्रीत झूठी। दुनिया से मन जब हारा तू ही तब बना सहारा, सारी दुनिया रूठी। सच्चा एक नाम है तेरा बाकी दुनिया झूठी, सच्चा एक नाम है तेरा बाकी दुनिया झूठी।
Om Shanti, and a very good morning to all. Today we will continue with the Murli that we were reading on Saturday. The title of the Murli was The Way to Become a Constantly Easy Yogi is to be a Great Donor. The date of the Murli is 20th June 1977. So we will continue with the second part of the Murli. In the first part, Baba explained how to utilize treasures in godly service and also discussed about the qualities of the Mahadani souls. Today, Baba elaborates on the ways we Brahmin souls do seva, and Baba emphasizes on the correct method to do this godly service. Baba further says to experience all the virtues of the soul. He emphasizes on experiencing all the virtues of the soul because Baba says that the experience, the anubhav, is the only way to overcome adverse situations. So let's read the Murli together. Baba says the instant fruit of service is to experience happiness and power in the self. However, it should be service with an honest heart. The Lord is pleased with an honest heart. Many children say that they do serve, but that they do not receive the fruit of it. That is, they don't experience success. Why does this happen? You can serve in two ways. One, is to serve from your heart, and the other is to serve superficially with the desire to have your name glorified temporarily. Baba says there are two ways in which you can serve. Sorry. One is to serve from the heart, and the other is to serve superficially, okay, just for name's sake. Further, Baba says, since the seed is for temporary results, you will receive the temporary fruit of being glorified for a short time. So, how then can you receive the fruit of success? बीज अगर कम देर के लिए है ना, कम समय के लिए या उस संकल्प से बोया जाए, okay, with only one thought that I'm just doing this for name, to get, just as Baba mentioned, for the glorified name. If you are putting in a seed in this way, then the outcomes will also be the same, right? So Baba is saying, if the seed is only for the temporary purpose, then how will you receive the fruit of success? They cannot be permanent, right? You receive the fruit of glorification in the form of name and honor anyway, because the seed is the thought of making a show. Then you do, of course, come in front of everyone. From everyone's lips, you receive the fruit of temporary praise that you served very well. Now, since you have received the fruit of temporary praise, that is, you have accepted unripe fruit, how can you receive the perfect fruit, that is, the ripe fruit? It's simple as that. You've put in a seed, okay, that I only want praise. I only want approvals from others. I want others to, appreciate me for my service. Then Baba says, you will anyway get this. Everyone will come and say that, yes, you served very well. And then Baba says that this is the unripe fruit and you've already had it. So then there are no chances of the perfect fruit, the ripe one, the actual one that you should have received instead of this, the temporary ones. So a very deep checking point, when we are on the grounds of seva, okay, when we are in the Sangathan, what are those thoughts with which we serve? What is it exactly running at the back of the mind? Why am I doing this? Because that day we spoke of service, of doing seva as well, right? Going to the center, or maybe Baba mentioned about serving through the mind, through the vritti, the attitude, the smriti, everything. But then for this as well, what are my thoughts behind this, right? Baba says, what would be the result then? Due to your accepting unripe fruit and having your temporary desires fulfilled, you cannot be constantly powerful. You cannot claim all rights. Due to being weak whilst serving, neither are you constantly content with yourself, nor are you able to make anyone else content. because this happens in Seva, right? Where Baba has also earlier mentioned that Vidhi se Siddhi hai, okay? So the Vidhi needs to be followed in Seva as well. If we are putting in the effort accurately, step by step, okay, just as Baba has mentioned, according to the Srimad, then there are no chances of not getting success, not receiving success. But if we are just running after certain temporary desires, or if we have something else in the mind, then Baba says, you yourself will never be content, and then forget about making anyone else content. There will always be a question mark. Why you do not have success, even though you are doing so much? You will be constantly caught up in questions such as, this one is doing this. Why is this one doing this? It should not be like this. It should be like that. You will be caught up in these questions, and you must therefore become a server who serves from the heart with a pure intention, with an honest heart. That yes, I am here to serve. Whatever I have received, I just only need to share, nothing else. Further, Baba says, what would be the special aim of servers who serve with an honest heart? Now we can check these points as well. To what extent have we achieved these results within? Souls who make disheartened souls powerful will constantly donate the treasures of virtues they have received from the Father to other souls, no matter how many defects those souls have or how poor they are. Such souls will always have the elevated thoughts and good wishes of making poor ones wealthy. Those who constantly serve with an honest heart receive instant fruit, and they therefore constantly experience themselves to be embodiments of success. Again and again, Baba is just underlining that one word, honest heart, sachi dil. And we all know that Baba loves this the most, an honest heart, because he himself is called Sat. Like in every wherever you say, we say Satnam, right? We say Sat Chit Ananda Swarup. So Baba, we also say that Shiv, the other name to him is truth. So if we have an honest heart, it becomes easy for Baba to come, sit there, rule over that heart. And Baba even fulfills all the wishes of an honest heart. So if we want really Baba to be close to the heart, sit with us, then we need this honest heart. Because Baba loves this the most. Those who constantly serve with an honest heart receive instant fruit, and they therefore constantly experience themselves to be embodiments of success. Therefore, be constantly cooperative in this way, and you will receive the fruit of cooperation, which is that of becoming an easy yogi. By constantly cooperating, you will remain constantly busy. When you are busy in your thoughts, the complaints that you make to the Father or yourself will easily come to an end. If we are busy, if the thoughts are somewhere occupied that, yes, I have to do this, I have to serve it in this way, then all the complaints, Baba says, will automatically come to an end. Because there is no time, then there remains no time of looking at people, of looking at situations. No. If somebody is coming in front of you and you have the thought that, no, I am here today to serve, I am here today to give, then automatically there will be that thought key. Yes, whatever this soul is lacking, Baba, just give him this. Baba, just fill the soul with the powers. Baba, just fill the soul with peace. And if we are busy doing that, then there's no time for other thoughts. Right? You can take the Yad Pyar from Baba later. From Bab Dada's meeting groups. Experienced all the virtues of the soul? Do you have the experience of all the virtues of the self, of being an embodiment of knowledge, love, happiness, power, and bliss? What is the state and knowledge? Do you have the experience of being stable in that stage? Realizing the true essence. See, whenever we create a thought, rather in meditation or while at work, if we are just coming into the awareness that I am a soul, the virtues should automatically, naturally pop up that I am a knowledgeful soul, a loveful soul, a powerful, because all these are the intricate virtues of the soul, right? So it's not enough to just say that I am a soul or I am a being, but what type of a being? What are my qualities? What are my virtues? Therefore, Baba says that, do you have the experience of being stable in that stage? To experience this means to experience all virtues. That is, depends on just if you have experienced every virtue, then when an adverse situation arises, you would change that situation on the basis of your experience. Therefore, the present effort is to be experienced in every virtue. Baba most often gives the topmost priority to the power of experience, Anubhav Shakti. We know that we have these qualities. Knowledge is there, love is there, happiness is there inside me. But then how do I understand? How do I know that this is actually there in me and this is coming out? I am able to deal with situations utilizing these virtues. So that is the power of experience, Anubhav ki Shakti. And Baba says, then if you are practicing this day by day, then it will become easy for you to overcome the adverse situations, cross the hurdles easily. Further, Baba says, therefore, the present effort is to be experienced in every virtue. Your practice should be like a lift where you press the switch of the particular number of the level you want to reach. This is the lift of the intellect, buddhi ke lift. See, when he says utilize these virtues, how are we to do that? Baba explains that as well. This is the lift of the intellect. As soon as you switch on your awareness, you should reach there. Sometimes, even though you have a lift, it doesn't work. When you press the button for going up, the lift descends, or you press the button for the second floor and the lift takes you to the third or the fourth floor. It is not like that, is it? The lift should be under your control. The lift should be under your control. That means the lift of the intellect should always be in your control. If the lift descends against your conscious wish, there is then definitely something loose. There isn't controlling power. How can someone who can't control the self control the kingdom? See, when he gave an example of a lift, underlined the controlling power for us, and then he came up to the question that if you need the kingdom, if you want the kingdom, you want to become a king, then you need to control the self first. Become a ruler for the self. See how Baba said that how can someone who can't control the self control the kingdom? There, the kingdom is very lawful and nature works under total control. Here, the elements deceive you. Who will have rights over matter? Those who have all rights over themselves will have all rights over matter. अपने आप पर कंट्रोल है, स्वयं पर कंट्रोल है, मन जीता है, तो प्रकृति जीतात्मा अपने आप बनती है, right? When you are not dependent on any thoughts, nature, person, or material possessions, you are called one who has all rights. You shouldn't even be subservient to your own nature. It is because my nature is like this that I did it. This is being dependent. Someone who has all rights is constantly powerful. At times, this also happens. Forget about situations coming up from outside, but at times it is your own thoughts. These are our own old nature, the old sanskars that keep coming and disturbing. And then we are left with saying that this is my nature. Then Baba says that this is also being dependent. Constantly sing the song of Va Baba and Va Drama, and you will be constantly absorbed in love. Only someone who plays his or her part as a detached observer is able to remain absorbed in love. Sakshi Sthiti. Yesterday also, in the Avyakt Murli, the Sunday's Avyakt Murli, very well, Baba brought the concept of being detached observer. Sakshi Avastha. So here also, Baba says only someone who plays his or her part as a detached observer is able to remain absorbed in love. People totally become absorbed in singing songs. In the same way, those who sing this song remain constantly lost in the love of one. Continually sing the song, one Father and none other. The army is very large. The larger the army, the more easily it can regain its kingdom. Baba is now talking about the Sangathan that we have, the Lashkar, right? He always calls us the army, right? The children are his army. So Baba says all of you can do whatever you want through your determined thoughts. Those who have little knowledge of the soul are able to attain temporary success through their physical temporary tapasya. What can their thoughts achieve compared to the thoughts of you, spiritual tapasvi souls, who have God's knowledge? Hmm? In Hindi, while you read the Murli in Hindi, this is a comparison between Atam Abhimani souls, Atam Gyani souls and Parmatam Gyani souls. Hmm? Because Atam Gyani, they just have little knowledge of the soul, and still they are able to attain those siddhis, right? So Baba gives a clear comparison that you have the godly knowledge. आप तो मतलब परमात्म ज्ञानी है. So you should have so much of power then. When you constantly have the awareness of being a victorious jewel, the many obstacles of Maya will finish as though nothing had happened. It is said, become victorious to such an extent that you completely lose all name and trace of it. That means you destroy the army, destroy the enemy in such a way that no name or trace of it is left. If you constantly have the intoxication and awareness of being victorious, there will no longer be any name or trace of Maya's obstacles. Maya's obstacles are like dead ants. You are not afraid of that, are you? Yesterday's line, right? Baba yesterday also mentioned this in the Avyakt Murli, Sunday's Avyakt Murli. He says, a brave, fearless soul will not be afraid of obstacles. You have now understood the obstacles, have you not? You have the knowledge of why they come and how to finish them, do you not? Obstacles come to make you move forward. When you have obstacles, you become experienced and strong. Sensible, enlightened souls will take benefit from obstacles. They won't be afraid of them. When you remember that obstacles come to make you move forward, you will become a Mahavir. You are not afraid of waste thoughts, are you? Those who gain victory over their thoughts are never afraid. When you become afraid, Maya sees that you are weak and will attack you even more. When she sees you are courageous, she will bid you a farewell. Underlining the important points, the Baba said, obstacles are here only to make us move forward. Let's take the yad prayer from Baba. To those who constantly serve through every thought, to those who renounce temporary fruit, to those who are constantly embodiments of success, to the generous hearted souls who become instruments to uplift all souls, to the close souls who are constantly engrossed in the Father in service, to the souls who are the great donors of all treasures, to such elevated souls, Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. From us children to our beloved Bapdada, love-filled remembrance and namaste. We will take a minute in silence and then we shall share the points of the Murli. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. You can now unmute and share the points. What has Baba mentioned today? Anyone would like to share anything?
Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family. Means today's in Murli, there is I got a point that constantly everything is constantly and constantly a great donor, constantly means detached observer, constantly merge in one's love, and constantly means successful, victorious soul, and constantly means successful soul. So that's the point I like, and I have written all constantly means continuously. Thanks, Baba.
Thank you, brother. Underlining the word constantly, right? Bringing us into the awareness constantly. Right? Very
Yes,
nice.
constantly. Everything.
Yes. Anybody else like to add on or would like to share points? Please go ahead.
Om Shanti, sister.
Om Shanti.
I was just trying to recollect what you shared with us in the first part of the Murli. And that's whatever I could remember, I shared in the chat box. But what, like very clearly, a difference between service from an honest heart and service superficially. As you rightly said, the Sunday Murli, just two things. In fact, I should say just three words I remember. Sakshi, Sati, Dil Takt. So there also Baba speaks about who are the ones who speaks Dil Takt. And here you connected us to say with an honest heart. And the same way I even was churning the other day about the same thing, there's absorbed in love. There's a difference between, which I was just sharing the other day about being deeply absorbed in love. See, I was just analyzing that stage. Absorbed in love and fire of love. Absorbed in love, I feel it's just power for the self. Whether I can have power externally, for that, I need to make that love like a fire. Then only I can serve. That was just my opinion. If suppose you could just turn and, I want to understand that stage. Because in Amrit Vela, we are deeply absorbed in love. But now Baba in this Murli wants fire of love because serve. So if you have experienced both these stages, and could you just throw some more of your personal light on it? Absorbed in love and fire of love.
I'm not sure if I will be able to do it, but then I can only say that, in the law, if you like somebody or if you want someone to, to appreciate you or to admire you for some of your good qualities, we always try to, stay close to that person. And that I enjoy that person's company so much that yes, I will try to become like that person. I would want to always sit, chat, know more about that soul, that particular soul, right? So wherever I am welcomed, I believe it sort of becomes easy for me to be like that person if I like that one, right? Similar thing is with Baba. If I am, if I even wish to be like him, then it becomes his duty, to keep me engaged in his service, keep me engaged with his thoughts. Okay, time and again, keep me utilized. Okay, now you have to do this, now we have to do that. Okay, and this, I believe, is somewhat being absorbed, like you are, once if we are done with the Murli, maybe say Sakar, maybe Avyakt, then again and again, if we just once tell Baba that, I need to maintain this stage, whatever I have read today, I wish to maintain this stage throughout my day, just with an honest heart. If I put this in front of Baba, I believe he makes it an effort then. Ki you come and sit next to me. Okay. I will plan out things for you. Because at times I have seen, even if we are too much occupied, but then if in the morning, early morning, like as you mentioned, Amrit Vela, or maybe say after Murli, if we have committed something to him that Baba, yes, today I'm going to carry this forward, then he takes it that yes, I am there to help, I will help you become like this. And then again and again, that thought keeps popping up. Yeah, I made this promise early morning and I'm going to sit. I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this practice. I guess this somewhere is a practical experience of being connected to him, of being absorbed in his love somewhere. That again and again you are like, maybe in terms of Murli, maybe in terms of service, maybe in terms of yoga, however possible, we are just trying to connect to him again and again, trying to become like him. I believe this is somewhere a practical this thing of love. I mean, I'm not sure if I could justify this.
So you agree, I have to only take the first step of absorption and love. He will light that matchstick of my love and make into fire. He will do it. Is that okay?
Yes, yes, he does it. If anybody else also would like to add on to this, please go ahead. I mean, we can take this discussion forward.
I would add something.
Sure, sure.
Actually, the fire of love, sometimes Baba says this, when we are in the deep love, right? So the fire of love sometimes help us to burn our old sanskars and our sorrowful sanskar and, the past karmic accounts. So when we are deeply engaged or deeply in love, the fire, right? So, or when we are deeply observed in Baba's love, that's when the fire, right? The fire works. There, our old past karmic accounts and sorrowful, all the bad sanskar that we have accumulated, right? That sort gets cleared. That's what my understanding is. I understood. And observing love and of that, just deeply connected and enjoying it. I think when we are in that stage of deeply observed in love, that's when I think the sanskar transformation happens. In other way, Baba called it fire of love. Make sense? Or
Yes, yes. Very nice. Girija
But
sister.
um, see, I would like to be honest, but I always am deeply absorbed in love, and I invite Baba. Baba, see, I'm ready. I'm ready with that portion. I'm ready with all my recipes and all. Now you have to light my gas and you have to get it cooked. I've got everything ready, but I just don't create the fire. I don't know. It's just, I felt, because these two things has always, I keep churning every time. When does that magic take place? When does the fire come? Of course, I believe in Jwalamukhi Yoga. That's absolutely different. There's no question of absorption or anything is there. There, my thing itself, the fire is on and I'm. Anyway, I think each of us have our own way. Then one more thing was there in the Murli system, which was very, very, I think I'm very naughty child at times with Baba. This lift of the intellect which Baba spoke. I love that. And I have heard all these senior sisters say, nothing, just take the 7 virtues of the soul, experience it. I am a peaceful soul, I am a blissful soul, I am knowledge. But today Baba said, put on the switch and your switch must be right. So I said, okay, Baba, I'll take each floor, one to be peace, one to be love, one to be bliss. So what if I press peace? Instead of going to the first floor, I go to love. Does it make a difference? Anyhow, I'm experiencing one quality. Suddenly, Baba told me, child, when you're looking for peace, love will not work, bliss will not work. That is why I have given in the Murli right switch. I don't know, this battling which I had in my intellect when you were reading the Murli, I thought I should share why Baba says right switch. If I'm at peace, I need peace, I should switch on peace. If I go to the second floor for love, I cannot be peaceful. I don't. It was, as I told you, it was a funny sharing. I just thought I wanted to share about this lift. Thank you, Osha.
Yes, wonderful, wonderful. Thank you. Okay, anyone else would like to add on? Yes, brother, please.
Yeah, so that's actually a good point that Girija sister shared, fire. So as we know, fire is one powerful element which has the capacity to transform anything, its form and shape, right? So here, what Baba wants is we have to become equal to him, right? So Baba is with so much of qualities and virtues, the ocean, and Baba wants each child to become like him. And when we are deeply observed, the fire, I guess the fire turns on, and then his qualities will start working, and the bad qualities acquired, then right, submerged, and it works like a fire. So it's Baba's remembrance works like a fire where it's clean. And the other thing that I liked is the service that which Baba said. So serve with an honest heart. That's very nice, very touching point also. So those who want to get name and fame will get it, but it's like eating the unripe fruit. And so while serving, it's I think when success is guaranteed only when we do without that intention. We, we don't have any intention like bad intention that normal food. So when we do it without anything expecting, right, and we get the success, we become an embodiment. So if we look at it, it's sometimes it's easy, sometimes it's difficult, right? I think it requires some amount of practice also. When somebody is praising or somebody is talking about the seva, then we'll have to remain right in our stage that it is. We know that when we go deeper, it's Baba who's doing it, but through us, we are the medium. So success come, we should give it to Baba because it was Baba who did it after all. And then failure comes, then also we should give it to Baba because we were just the medium. So to have that remembrance or to have that awareness at the right time and have that same feeling that without taking anything or claiming that it was me who has done it. I think it requires one need to have that stage, powerful stage, and to have that awareness to maintain that. Oh, Shanti.
Shanti, yes.
Sister, one more I wanted to ask. See, when Baba speaks about an honest heart, he sings serve all souls, no matter what they may be. They have defects, they have worth, but serve. But sometimes in the Murlis, Baba also says, Nas de ke seva karna. Check the pulse and do your seva. And Baba says, all souls will not come to knowledge. All souls cannot become Brahmins. So could you just coordinate both this? Like, how do we, here Baba is saying, just keep giving, you'll accumulate. But also Baba says, nas deke seva karna. Or sab Brahmin nahi banenge. If you can throw some light on it, sisters. Thank you.
At times we do meet souls, right? Whom we believe they are only interested in sitting for meditation, in not really connecting to Baba. They won't understand the Murli. They won't come regularly for Murli. They will not be having any attraction towards it. Okay, whenever you'll ask them, ki, yes, will you be coming to the class? Will you be doing this? They'll say, Acha, okay, maybe I'll see. And just for a few hours in Baba's room, visit the center at times. So there are certain souls who will not really be, they won't get that attraction towards Baba or to this knowledge, okay, just according to the path, right? And then Baba says that you will have to take care of them as well, but with the same compassion, with the same, with the same heart that you have to serve others. Okay, then don't bring this in mind that, oh, I'm telling this soul to do so much, but he's not capable of doing it. No, Baba says that don't bring these thoughts then. It's their part. Somewhere, sometime, it might open, it might not. Okay, the part might remain the same. So then Baba says that nabs dekh ke gyan dena. Okay, and if any such soul is coming, if we come across such a soul and we start pouring on a lot of knowledge, okay, if we start sharing on a lot of knowledge, that person or that soul might, get a bit chaotic in the mind that what is exactly happening? I don't need this. I don't want this. So it's not always that everyone will need everything or will agree to everything or needs it, right? So it's just like there, I believe Baba says, ki haan, nabz dekh ke gyan sunao. Aisa, I feel. If anybody else would like to add on, can just.
Thank you, sister. You really made a difference. Thank you.
Okay, so anyone else would like to share anything? Please go ahead. No. Any other point from the Murli? Any other experience or any other thing that anybody else would like to share? Please go ahead.
Baba today says, do not consider obstacles as a stumbling block, but consider them to be an opportunity to move forward in your journey of growth. So a complete shift to the thought of obstacles are opportunity is a takeaway from Shanti.
Shanti, wonderful. Okay, so shall we move towards the meditation then, Raki sister?
Yes, sister.
Okay. Om Shanti. Let's sit back for a few minutes in silence. Bringing in front the honest intentions. Bringing in front the honest reflections, and bringing in front the honest self, I, the being. I present all to this. I put all this in front of Baba. The reflections with honesty, the thoughts that I have, I put everything in front of Baba with honesty. And Baba, the ocean, allows me merges me into him, the ocean. Baba's honest heart, Baba's supreme magic works on me as well, making me absolutely honest like Baba, making the intentions pure, making the thoughts clean, and making the heart honest, just like Baba wants it the way. Carrying this along, carrying the light, carrying the magic. I will move forward throughout the day with these honest intentions, pure thoughts, clean heart, and love for all, just the way Baba wants it. And this is the true way of being merged, being absorbed in His love. Thank you, Baba. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you,
Thank
Isabel.
you, sister.
Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.